Let's talk about that. It's time we slice through the smoke and mirrors, bend down and relationships. Because we've got new love.
Where should I go to find love?
Church, midweek service.
Did he just say midweek
Yeah, he
service?
did, yeah.
You can't tell me that that's the only place I'll find somebody.
Traffic light.
Yeah. Have you ever had someone chat you up at the traffic light?
Yes,
That's it.
never
We're kind of
happened
friends
to
like
me.
that.
If you have a car.
Beauty or brain?
Both.
Good in bed or good in the kitchen?
I'm kind of doing
It's the month of love, the time when a lot of us look at our zodiac signs and think, well, the horoscope tell me today that today is the day that my tall, dark, and handsome will walk in and say, my soulmate, where have you been? If you're thinking about that and that's what's on your mind, then keep watching because we have something in store for you today. Welcome to Love Lounge. Today we have media personality Hawa Wakili in the studio with us.
Hey, darling.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And blogger, relationship consultant. I mean, I love the red that you're wearing because it shows that you bleed true, right?
Yeah,
As a
yeah.
Yoruba angel.
Yeah.
And you're going to speak on behalf of Yoruba angels
Yoruba Angel
everywhere.
Ambassador. Yoruba Angel Ambassador.
Sorry, I apologize. Joru Olumofin, Yoruba Angel Ambassador. You should have that printed on your business card.
Yeah.
Is here, and we're here to talk about love, finding Mr. or Mrs. Right. So do you believe that there is only one person out there in the universe for any one person at any given point in time?
No, I don't think so.
So you don't believe in soulmates?
No.
Yes, I do. Very much so.
Okay,
But
explain.
I do believe that there's a possibility of you meeting someone else who's compatible with you out there. You know, we're all different people. You know, we all have different whatever that makes us up. But there's that possibility. There's so 2, 3, 4 people out there who are made up of the same stuff that would be compatible with us. So I don't think we can find love in just one person. We can find love if we choose to open our hearts. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Jared, do you think that even though you don't believe in soulmates, there is a Mr. or Mrs. Right, and they might not necessarily be your soulmate, but they're just right for who you are right now and what you need?
I believe in two principles, similarities and proximity. If you are not around someone and you don't have similarities with them, I don't think you would ever date the person or fall in love.
Well, people do via telephone and all that kind of stuff, long distance relationships.
It's the same thing as proximity, but
you make it sound like love is a matter of convenience.
Here and now.
it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Drew, I just fell in love with you. You're sitting down next to me for 2 minutes. See how that works out.
It is.
Convenience.
Yeah.
So you're around me, I see you, and I then decide I'm in love with you. So you choose to be in love.
You start talking to a guy, and for like 2-3 years, it will die down if you don't see him. It's not possible. You have to see him.
You're a bit cynical, aren't
Yeah.
you?
Straight to the
I
point.
don't agree.
You don't agree?
No, I've done long distance before, so I don't agree.
How long?
Oh, very long time. Almost a decade. All in
So
all.
would you do long distance
Were you
tomorrow?
guys physical at any point during the 10 years?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
10 years?
Yeah, she said she's on 10
Yeah,
years.
half.
Wow.
Almost a decade. But fortunately, RIP to him. But yeah, it was a fantastic time, that on its own would actually make me one of those people who say love isn't out there again. But it is. If you give yourself the chance, which most of us who get hurt, once you get to that place where it's really,
But why would you want to
really-
be like far away from who you want
it
to
was
share everything with?
intentional, At the end of the day, I, as a kid, you don't dictate what you do in your life. Your parents
Right.
put you through it, innit? So it was more of a situation where I couldn't be here with him, but we
And you
tried
guys kept
as
it
much,
going.
Yeah.
All right, I want to ask you guys about how to find love then. But we'll talk about that right after this break. Don't go anywhere. It's the season of love, and if you're looking for where to find your love, Jura is about to tell us exactly where to go. Is it Tinder? Is it Grindr?
No, you didn't. Tinder. Yes, for hookups, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, but it's through hooking up that it's through sampling the place that if you want to come back to this restaurant,
It's a tasty food, I'm getting you, but not
If
all
it's not
the time,
sweeting it's a swimming pool, because
Yeah,
you
but-
have to see him come out the pool to know what he's packing, to know if
Actually-
it's something you want to
actually,
invest your
And he's
time
glistening
in.
and all
I actually read an
Exactly.
article about where to find your husband in Nigeria.
I didn't say husband yet.
Please,
Love
babes, can you
first.
take notes
Love
for
Like,
before
can't you be
husband.
in love before you Like you fall in love before you get married. No, that's the way it's meant to be.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you want to find love, and then, you know, it can lead to
It's
marriage.
almost synonymous. Almost.
Yeah, but you don't always marry the person you fell in love with.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, you do. You
Yeah.
don't always
Most of the
do.
time,
Yeah.
that's like somebody has to love someone.
Okay, so where should I find love? Not marriage now. Where should I go to find love?
In church.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Even she screwed
didn't-
her
I
face
mean,
up. It just wasn't me. I just verbalized
I
it a
worship
little.
Shango, so I
nice.
can't go to church. Where should I go to find love?
Church midweek service.
Did he just say midweek
Yeah, he
service?
did. Yeah, he did. I
Okay,
thought Sundays
besides
when all the boys
church.
actually
besides-
Because not
meet.
everyone's Christian, and not all Christians go to church. Some people are spiritual and they would rather worship in their house or in their heart. So you
Yeah,
can't tell
once
me
a
that
year.
that's the only place I'll find somebody.
Traffic lights.
Bam.
It's
Okay.
been known to happen.
Okay.
You know.
Have you ever had someone chat you up at the traffic light?
Yeah, it's happened.
And you went on a date and swapped numbers?
We're all
Yeah.
just laughing, yeah.
So cool.
And that's
That's
it. We're
never
kind of
happened
friends
to
like
me.
that.
If you have a car.
Nice, you're not on the
Maybe
bus,
that's
eh?
my problem. No
You need to take
car.
the BRT more often.
Have you ever had someone chat you up in a plane?
Yeah.
That's never happened to me either.
Yes, it has. Bare times.
But then I always look like a bum when I'm flying. So
I do that
not
as
my
well.
thing.
Oh, yeah, that's your fault then. Yeah, no, but actually I see those girls who get dolled up to get on the flight and I'm like, babes, you're traveling. You're going to
Traveling.
sleep in a
You're gonna be
bit.
there.
Slippers,
you
trainers,
have to
know.
package yourself 24/7.
No, give them a little
You have-
kitey stoves, man. Who has time for that?
Yes.
I don't have
That's
time for
good
that when I'm
sometimes, but
traveling.
that's
Comfort
pack-
over everything.
Yep, most important. No, I'd say honestly, I'm not too happy with because a lot of our females are. Let me use an instance: Kim Kardashian. Every time I watch that TV show, I feel my IQ dropping quick. I don't like it at all.
Why?
I think
Because she's
I just don't think she's a great influence on the young generation of females coming up right now. They are all trying to emulate her. And one thing they're not realizing
But
is
she's not all negativity, you know.
no, she's not. She's actually a brilliant person.
Yeah.
But I don't like what she's portraying out there. She was bringing out, the brilliant, smart woman who is, a
But
go-getter.
she's a very, very
Sorry.
successful person.
You still haven't told. How does this affect me finding love?
Yeah,
Please?
thanks.
Finding love, you have
don't
to
find
okay,
love,
finding
Sha.
love, right? You have to smile, have a very,
I
very
said, where
approachable
should
face.
I
Sexy all the
go?
time.
Where should you go?
everywhere. You never know. It could be a party. It could
The
be a
club.
club.
I should
just-
it could be a
just
house,
walk around
It could be your mates.
And
Club.
hold a sign. I'm looking for love.
Club and the gym.
Well, someone got
So
a job
church,
like that.
club, gym,
Yeah,
No,
traffic
I don't
lights.
agree with gym.
traffic lights. Travel a lot. You said I should
Yeah,
fly.
yeah.
Okay, and that's it.
Little gatherings. Them little events they have here.
Is it safe
Those
to
of
meet
those
somebody
ones.
via, because there have been times when I've sort of been on dates with someone that I met through a friend of a friend,
Yeah.
and I think, oh, that's nice because they've sort of vouched for that person in a way because I
Yeah.
know you're not a psycho.
don't like those
But those
dates.
ones are horrible.
I don't
No
like
way.
Because
Why?
you can't, because when it ends, it's always messy.
It's always messy.
And you're coming in there with expectations because, oh, if you know my friend, then
that
my
means
guard
you
is
know-
already down because I assume you're like my friend, so I don't have to worry around
No,
you.
I think
And then
it's
you
good
turn out to
actually.
be a bastard and it's like, oh,
Ouch.
okay.
Anybody can be that. Because you met the person through your friend doesn't mean that the person is going to
No,
give you
but
a
most
rose
of
or
the time, it
something.
just gives us a bit more comfort because it's like I know you just a
I
little
think
bit
it's
already.
better so you can skip
Yeah.
like cycles. If the person is your friend's friend, it means there's something good about that person. So
Not
yeah.
all the time. There have been instances where the friend will literally say, oh, well, I didn't know you guys were.
No.
Or I thought you were grown enough to make your own
I
If the
decisions.
person is
try
your
not to
very
pair
good friend, the
people
person
up,
tell you,
you know.
like, be careful with this guy.
So you think blind dates and going, having your friends match make you, that's fine?
Yeah,
How about you?
absolutely.
I'd rather just meet someone.
Yeah.
I don't like people pairing
'Cause
me with
sometimes your friends
anyone.
don't have the
Doesn't
same
work.
taste as
No,
you.
No, doesn't work.
Yeah.
If I don't see you and we don't get off on our own,
Well, if
then
you-
let's allow it.
What do you mean get off?
I mean, get
Okay, just check.
get along, There's always that spark in the air. Have you
You're
ever met
watching.
someone and there was an instant connection on the spot? Has that ever happened to you before?
Yes.
I mean, you actually got sparks. You felt something.
Yes.
How does that happen? Sparks away.
And sometimes it ends in disaster.
I mean, you touched the person.
You're
and you
watching
felt
Love
Touch
something.
the person and
Lounge.
what happened?
I need to sign off. I need to sign off.
Sorry.
You're watching Love Lounge. Thank you so much for your messages. I'll be reading them right after this. Welcome back to Love Lounge. Now we're moving on to talk about the checklist. You've decided that you're ready for love. You've gone through the matchmaking, the blind dates. You've gone through Tinder, Grindr. You've gone to church, airplane, wherever it is that you found this person. What is the checklist that you should have, and should you have one in the first place? to make sure that this person is the person you should invest your time with?
She must be able to pray for 2 hours.
Wait, what?
She must be able to pray for 2 hours. She must be able to fast for like 4 or 5 days in a row.
Are you serious?
She must be able to cook some dishes. Ofensala, okra, ewedu.
You said okra, salad, ewedu, okra.
Okra.
I'm gonna take a back seat to this one, yeah, because you really don't want me to reply you. No.
No, he's
No,
not
you
done.
don't.
Carry on with your
Please,
list.
finish.
Yes. I actually have like
No, I really want to hear it.
she must have a very, very good relationship with her dad. You know, because if you're very close to your dad, he's going to protect you from a lot of things. You know, provide those things.
So you believe in that myth that a girl is secure because she has a dad in her life?
No. If she has a very good relationship with him, a good relationship.
Yeah.
Or a male figure. Let's say her dad's
Yeah.
passed on or whatever.
Yes.
A guardian, okay.
Yes, you know. Yeah.
Please explain the 2 hour thing. Is it 2 hours every day or 2 hours at least 4 times a day? Why 2 hours specifically? And what am I saying for 2 hours straight?
You know he's joking, right?
He's not.
I'm
He's serious.
I'm very, very serious.
Are you that much religious?
Yeah.
You don't strike me as a very religious
What's
man.
that thing that I'm like-
No, it's not that. I'm not going by, I'm not judging a book. I'm just saying, you know, you don't come off as a very religious man, that's all.
Very, 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 very.
Okay,
I went
I'm
to a seminary school to train priests. Yeah, for 6 years. I wear a collar for 6 years.
So let me
I feel
say
like I'm
this.
matchmaking you guys on this
No,
episode.
it'd be very hard for you to find someone. I'm sorry.
No, please explain this 2 hour prayer.
Yeah, please.
It's very, very important.
You
It
trying to
is.
reach heaven or something?
What should I be praying about? What am I saying?
His
Why is it
success.
taking 2 hours, not 2
There are a lot
minutes,
of
not 5
2
minutes?
minutes prayers. You know, like everybody is praying for a shorter period of time. So you know, take yours,
I
make it
think
longer.
I have an insight. You know, God is busy 99.9% of the time. So if you're praying for 2
Not
hours
that,
stretch
like, not
here,
that-
there's a possibility at some point the line will
If-
connect.
No, you should be
You're
very,
getting me,
very
right?
prayerful. You should be able to fast. You should be a backbone to your and you should have at least a BSc, or an HND, a degree, a makeup skill,
Something to fall back on and not just
Yeah.
totally rely on you.
He doesn't want somebody who has nothing doing.
You don't want a liability.
Yeah.
But every man these days doesn't want a liability unlike before where
No
you know, they
bleaching.
wanted them to,
no
gee.
bleaching of your skin.
Again, she's naturally yellow,
Yeah,
so she's
so-
here for you.
Oh, no. The dare is plenty. I don't see no yellow canary ring anywhere, first off.
Now, I know you mentioned part of the things on your checklist will be that she can cook ofoegbu, ewedu,
Wow.
amala, and all those things.
Mhm.
But you
Ofensala.
like cooking as well, so it's not
Yeah.
like you're looking for a chef to marry.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
but
not one
who
of those men
says?
who's afraid to be in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
What is your checklist, or do you believe people should have checklists in the first
No, I
place?
do believe, you know, you should, we all have what we like, right? You know, you go for the same, possibly the same type of guy without knowing quite often, right? So off the top of my head, I like a smart man. I like a man who's hardworking, who's honest. Honesty is so hard to find these days. Most importantly, a moral person. I like a Christian man, why not? Although I'm not so, you know, into going to church every day, but I will say a prayer. You know, I will remember that there's a God and I do believe in him. But I'm not going to do 2 hour prayer. Sorry about that. I will remember to go to church maybe 2
No
or
more
3 times a
fasting.
year. I'm trying to lose weight yet.
We're not trying to lose weight, she said.
Wow.
Do you think the checklist that you've mentioned, for instance, does that help you find the right person?
Most of
Or,
the time
or
it
does it
does.
become a deterrent? So that sometimes you find the right person, but because they can do maybe 8 of the 9 things that you
Compromise.
want,
They could
they
compromise.
can't do one, and then you shut yourself out.
That's why
Shouldn't
you
you be
always
about
have to
opening up
compromise.
yourself up for the possibility of
Well,
love?
my list is like 1 million, you know. So like just have like 10 and I'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's why you see a lot of girls actually settling. So if their checklist had 10 and he possibly has 3, sometimes they still take it that, okay, he's prayerful, he's got money, you know, there's no finance
But he
without
smokes,
romance.
okay, I'll ignore that for now.
There you go. Maybe I could change him somewhere in between, or maybe God will touch his heart,
Yeah,
you know.
he
But
doesn't get on with his mom. That's a no, but I'll,
oh,
you know.
God, for most
there's some
girls,
things that
that's
you
a
shouldn't
yes,
overlook.
yes, peace of mind. You know, come on, you know what I'm talking
Peace of
about.
mind.
Yeah.
Because I heard something
Mama drama.
about a lady who was like happy, who said she wants to marry a guy who.
His mother's dead.
Why?
How don't you? Get
I've also
that?
heard that said about fathers as well. Yeah, there's some mothers, there's some women who say that they want to marry a man whose father's gone, because then he'll be more likely to be ready to be the breadwinner and the man of the entire household and
understand
things
now.
without interference
I
from
understand
uncles
that,
and
but
That
I
whatever.
don't
sounds-
agree with it. The mother, and I can kind of understand. Godmothers are something else with their sons, so it always presents a problem for the female trying to come in. You get me? But the dad one,
We have a message here from Twitter, and it's Kunle who says, "You can find the one, can be found anywhere, church, club, wherever. The one is not a type, it's your type." I like that actually.
soulmate,
Yeah.
yeah.
On Facebook, Uche says, "A lot of people undermine the importance of sexual compatibility. Yes, financial independence, book smart, witty, and all that is great. But to become my own missus, I have to wet my pants every time I think of you naked. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's of level 15 importance to me. Sexual compatibility."
that's a yes, yes, yes. Although some people don't agree with me. Some people think, oh, let's wait till we get married. I had this situation once where someone called in to ask me that she's Muslim, he's Muslim. They were still young, but their parents were trying to pair them off and get them married quickly. Now, she was not willing to go into the marriage because he was not willing for them to have sex before they tied a knot. And she said no. She didn't go through with it. She never married him. She told him, if we're going to do this, I want to taste the goods, man. I want to know that it's not going to be a...
Yeah, because that's like
2-minute
religion.
man,
That's like
boring.
religion versus psychology.
Yeah, you know, you're going to do a little flipping, you know, flippinator styles and whatnot. Come on, who wants missionary all day, every day? So I kind of understood where she was going to.
Right.
She wanted to make sure they were compatible before she committed.
Yeah, but
If you
like
have good chemistry with somebody, does that mean that sexually you're also going to be compatible with them?
Most
Yeah.
of the time.
Most of the time?
99.9%
Okay.
of the time.
yeah, but religion comes in the way. If you're
Of
born
the
again.
sex before marriage?
Yeah.
So do you believe no sex before you get married to someone as well? No. So you're going to, you know,
Yeah.
sample the product.
I
proper.
want to understand your moral compass on that one, but I'm going to delve into that after the break. You're watching Love Lounge. Please keep your messages coming in. We'll check them right after this. Welcome back to Love Lounge. I have a message here that I need to share with you. This is from Tokwe, who is 29. She says that she has been single for a while now, looking for love, and she's wondering if she's at the age where she should wait. Do you think a woman should wait to be found, or should somebody find her? Should she put herself out there more? Or should she go out looking for herself because she's 29 and still single?
Yeah, I think, yeah, put yourself out there. Go
Put
out.
yourself out there, but not so much now that makes you desperate.
That's
That's
the,
where you make
that's the
a
problem.
mistake. That's
That's
where
the problem.
most girls
Where's
make
the
a
line
mistake.
between single and looking to mingle and desperate? Where's the line? What does it look like when you're
cares?
desperate?
Well, I would say desperation is when you go for everything in a pants that chases you, you know. But putting yourself out there is when you at least give it a moment, listen to the man, let him court you. If it doesn't work out, you
I want
move
to
on.
share something. I received an email this morning, and this lady was like, she's been dating a boyfriend for like 4 years, and he hasn't proposed. No, 4 or 5 years, and he hasn't proposed, and she wants to propose to him.
Go ahead
That
then.
every Val's Day and her birthday, she's always looking through the rice, and I'm allowed to see the ring is there somewhere. And she hasn't found it. And she proposed. Yeah.
Is she sure that it wasn't in the Amala and she swallowed it? You didn't realize.
It would have come out
Because
by now.
Amala can be good, you know.
She should propose. What's the big deal?
Well, someone
Okay.
recently did it. A media personality recently did it, I heard.
In
So-
Nigeria? Okay, I didn't know
So
I won't say
don't-
yes,
I
sir.
don't- do you
Why
know the person I'm
not?
talking about? She's a DJ. We all know this. She just proposed to her significant other, and there they go, down the aisle.
that. Nice one.
There's nothing wrong with it if you have the... See, most of the time, yeah, when a woman is confident enough to propose to a man, it's because she knows he loves her. She knows they're on that playing field
yeah,
already.
yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it's like having the freedom to jump on him in the middle of the night, early in the morning. That's your
Yeah.
property.
Yeah.
You know
So if you agree with that and
own
you're
it.
saying yeah, then why would you not say yes if a woman proposed to you? Because you're agreeing with what she said just now.
Because it's
He's traditional.
yeah. It just removes that.
understand
it,
that.
It just
Some men
removes
just
that
want to be
thing.
the ones who do all the macho stuff.
It just removes the
So,
you know,
yeah.
the fire in it. You know.
The fire.
Yeah.
But you just said yeah to everything she said, that she knows where you guys are going, she's happy, and you were like, yeah, you'd like that.
He agrees with it, doesn't mean he's going to do
He's
it.
going to do it. Okay, then. All right, so let's talk about horoscopes now. Do you think that sometimes a person who is, I don't know, Virgo should marry someone who's Aries, or should date someone who's, Taurus. I don't know star signs. I really don't know all of them. Do zodiac signs matter
For some
when it
people
comes to
it
looking
does.
for love?
Some people really regard
Why?
that stuff. I don't, you know. I don't have this thing where I kept going for boys. I don't know the sign for August, but that
Leo.
continuously kept Leo. That
I'm August, I'm Leo.
I knew
that continuously kept happening to me, you know. So
Can I just say, please,
no,
that when you're ready to propose,
wants to
whether
go on the
it's you
record.
or you,
I love to go on the
please
record.
just.
I'm not even listening.
Are you going to listen to me, please?
I love
Thank
going
you.
record.
When you're ready to propose, please come back to Love Lounge and do it here. Promise me. Whether you do it or you do it, just
yeah, I'll propose to him. I promise.
Will you take
you.
a plastic ring?
And no, go the long way, man.
Yeah.
Spend the money, get you something expensive. You know, take care of my baby.
So you can
Wink,
take
wink.
a rubber band for a ring.
No, I won't.
Why?
Why? If I'm gonna buy you the real stuff, you go the extra mile, please. Yours should be more expensive than mine, in fact.
Wow.
Yeah, like your account is mine and mine is
match
mine.
made in Love
That
Lounge
kind of
heaven.
stuff, eh?
Do you think that sometimes people decide to settle after they've hit a certain age?
Yes, all the time. Pressure.
Is that wrong?
Pressure,
Do you think that you
pressure.
can't find love after a certain age?
No, if you give it a moment, you might. You know, there are people out there who get married in their late 40s,
Right.
50s, but that hardly ever happens with black people, let's be honest.
I think
But
it
yeah,
has
does.
to do with, you know, if you're a certain age and you're a lady, if you're like 34, most men or most guys your age are already married. So who are you looking for? Are you looking for someone who's 45 or 25? So
You notice at that age,
Is that
girls
likely
go,
to happen because we're, let's say, a Nigerian girl trying to date a Nigerian man? Whereas if you're 34, 44, and you're willing to date outside of Nigeria, so Ghana, Kenya, wherever, other, you know, Russia, there are more men over a certain age who are also single. Do you think that that would increase your possibility of finding love?
Yeah, very much so.
yeah, but I don't think like a lot of Nigerian ladies are, you know, that broad and that open.
Our people, we
Don't be rude.
But babes, we
Yeah.
like our people though. This I'm going to tell you honestly. Nigerian girls want a Nigerian man.
say, "Oh,
What's so
Mo-
special
me.
about you as a Nigerian man? What's so special about Nigerian men?
Gets it.
Me from Mondo State, confirm.
No,
Husband material is
for,
confirmed.
For most of my female friends, it's the fact that he gets it. You know, I mean, I have a friend who came to Nigeria and she's like, man, it's time for me to find a Yoruba boy. And my mother said, I cannot bring anybody else home. It's the truth. You know, she shipped herself all the way back to Nigeria just to
For the
get
Yoruba
herself
guy.
a Yoruba guy, a Nigerian to be exact. So we like our people. And if it's not Nigerian, then it has to be black. If you notice something, yeah, most black girls are upset when they see a good black man or a white girl. It wedges something up me, man.
Yeah,
I'm going to be
yeah.
honest, and I like it as well.
Why is that though? Because you can't choose who you love or where you find love, and it doesn't matter if the person is now black, white, blue.
It's not that. I just feel they're taken away from us.
yeah.
I should have taken away from us. Sorry.
I agree.
All right, let's go back to chemistry now. When you're looking for love, on that checklist, how high up your checklist should be chemistry, sexual compatibility?
1 and 2.
Really? So
For
the
me.
first thing.
For me, it's 1 and 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
Joe.
Friendship, basically.
that's number
Yeah.
3. That comes, you know, in its stead. That's
Okay.
what I just believe.
Yeah, friendship.
I can't get married to you after 2 or 3 months. Why? Despite the mental chemistry, we can fall out eventually.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Let's go through it. Let's let some water pass under the bridge, and we got over that.
Right.
Then we're good to go. Not before. That's just how I feel about it. At least give it a year.
What advice do you have for them? Someone looking for love right now.
Have reasonable standards. I'm always saying that every time. Have reasonable
That's
standards.
the one who needs what?
2 hours.
Did you hear
prayer.
his list?
Yes,
and
I
there's
did that.
more.
Mm.
Thank you very much, Joe. Hawa, what's your tip, advice for someone who's looking for love this season?
Well, you know, be careful. Look for someone who actually gives a shit about you. That is so important. I mean, most guys come off with that, oh, you're nice, you're lovely, and they give you all that attention you want. But then when you really need it, it starts slipping away, doesn't it? Now, that consistency is what you're looking for. And if you can find it, then build on that. That's where you need to go.
Nice one. Thank you. And if you have found love already, please tell us where you found it, how you found it, and if any of their tips were some of the things that you used and it worked. And if you haven't found love, but you found a way to hook the man, you know what I mean, send us a message too. Thank you. We'll see you again soon on Love Lounge. Quick question. Beauty or brains?
Brains.
What did you say?
Both.
Good in bed or good in the kitchen?
Bed.
Did you say bed? You didn't even think about it.
No, darling.
Because you can cook, so you don't care if you
Yeah,
can't cook.
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. How about you?
Kind of there with him, love.
Sorry?
I'm kind of there with him, love.
Okay. Mr. or Mrs. Wright must be a...
Must be a midweek service girl.
Must be a hardworking, intelligent, moral.
Thank you. I'll take that. This has been very interesting. You guys are so different, but in a way that I feel that you would absolutely just make sense.